guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Esther Njoki. This is the Unapologetic Show. Why do I call it unapologetic? One, I'm going to tell you things that your mama doesn't tell you. I'm going to tell you things that your friends don't tell you. And I'm going to tell you things that you do not allow yourself to recognize. That's why it's unapologetic. It has nothing to do with your feelings. I'm not here to hurt your feelings, but I'm here to tell you, I'm here to teach you, and I'm here to educate you, as well as to share with you what I have come to realize about the fascinating secrets of womanhood. So first, today we are going to talk about the woman that a woman...
What are you saying, man? What are you saying? What is he saying?
A woman that women like and the woman that a man likes. Are you with me? A woman that women likes and a woman that men like. So let's start with the facts here, Kwanza. Men think very different from us. And they are attracted to things that are totally different from ours. Their way of thinking, their way of behaving, their way of understanding things is completely different from ours. What do I mean? Men are logical beings, whereas we women were emotional beings. We judge things mostly based on our emotions, whereas men judge things outside emotion. Is it logical? That's how they make that decision. The same way the things that attract us are completely different from what attracts them. Diving into the content, what type of a woman attracts other women? So one, we women, we are attracted to a poised woman, a woman who is poised, a woman who's talented, she's eloquent, she has an important role in the society. Let's say she's a chairman, she's a CEO, she's a teacher, she's a head teacher. We are attracted to that. And the reason why we are attracted to that, basing it on our Kenyan grounds, we just gained our independence the other day. As a country, we gained our independence the other day. Some of our mothers, some of our grandmothers, they lived in the times where women were not allowed to speak. In my tradition, I used to be told that some women, in order for a man to get a woman, like, walikuwa wanakimbia kwa river. When they go to the river, when the woman comes to fetch water, you just take her. You take her with a sack, and, the dowries was already paid. The woman didn't have, like, the right to say no, stuff like that. So some of the people who experienced that are still alive. They're still living amongst us. So when we see a woman who's speaking and men are listening to her, it is so attractive to us. We're like, oh my God, did she do that? She can command a group of men. It is what she's like, alpha boss, and it makes us so happy. We are like, we want that. And that is because our freedom, we've enjoyed our freedom, or what we call our freedom or women's rights, for a short period of time as a country. So going on the other side, what do men really like? I've come to realize what women we find attractive in other women is not what men find attractive in them. Actually, the things that we criticize in other women is what men are attracted to. Let me repeat that, because it could be a funny analogy, but it's true. What we don't like about other women is actually what men are attracted. And what we like about women is not what men are looking for. Let me put it to context. There is this video nilikuwa na watch on the internet. It's a channel where they bring guys with their girlfriends, and then the dudes, the women, they're like arranged, wanapangwa like, oh girls, arrange yourself in order of personality, how you like each other, from the best, to the least, and physical attraction, So... I hope I'll find that clip so that I put it so that you see, to put it to context. And you see women, this thing we do, tunapakana mafuta. Inside we criticize each other, like, why are you fat? Why are you... And I shouldn't say we, because I know there are a couple of women who've worked on themselves, and I'm not also like that, because in my woman space with my friend, she's called Wangoi, we tell each other the truth, we call a spade a spade. We've grown to that space. So let me not generalize, but let me say most women, you see, she said, no girl, you go, you're the best personality, even body positivity, you see the chick is huge, and she's, oh, you're the best personality, the best looking. Then they put the other, like, she looks skinny, a bit fit or lean girl as the least attractive. Then the men come in, the ladies put on the headphones, and the men come in. When the men come in, wanaanza kurearrange madem. Unapata ule mwenye madem walikuwa make as the most attractive, the most personality attractive, the men put her, rearrange her to the least. And I was kind of wondering, like, the women put at the least, anakujanga anakuwa like the most attractive to the men. And I'm like, okay. Not that the men are trying to be assholes or something like that, because those are their chicks, yeah? And you're not arranging the chicks based on, like, this is my girlfriend, I'm putting her the best. No, it's like an agreement between the men. And I was like, what we women we like is not what men like. So we look at a woman and you're like, I don't like the way she's childish. I don't like her childlike innocence. I don't like how she's naive. Let me put it like that. But in a man's world, that is what men are attracted to. So going to the qualities that attract men. 1, the tenderness. A woman being able to be tender. What do I mean by tender? Is gentleness. You see, men in their world, it's a cruel world. We live in a world built on men's sweater. You don't want to come home to a woman who is not gentle, who is also tough. Ako tough kama situations zako uko nje. You want to come home to a woman who is tender. That is one. So they like tender. A woman who is able to be feminine. You see, for a healthy relationship to thrive, there has to be masculine energy and have to be feminine energy. Masculine energy, the logical being, masculine energy, it's solid. Feminine energy is fluid. That's why women come into the man's world. Men don't come into our world. And I'm telling you, do not want him to come to your world. Because our world is kinda unstable. I'm sorry to say that. But it's the truth. Our world is fluid. You put water in a jerrycan, it takes the shape of the jerrycan. You put water in a cup, it takes the shape of a cup. That's why men are cups, women are water. So we are fluid. We enter a man's world. So our role is to choose which world we are entering into. So the women I'm talking to are women who are already belong in a kingdom, and you want to nourish a kingdom. So what qualities do you need? I'm not talking to the women who are saying men are not, we don't need men, we don't. Actually, I'm even trying to reach out to them because probably there's a story behind that. Someone did teach them or encountered a few heartbreaks or something. So I want you to thrive in your feminine energy. That's why I need you to listen to me. You need to be tender. You need to be feminine. Stop fighting to be masculine. Be fluid so that you can enter into the cup. If you try to fix a rock inside a tiny cup, it doesn't enter. Itakata a big rock, rocks and zitagongana tu. You keep bumping heads. That's why mimi sijaiona mwanaume anaweza providea mwanaume mwingine ati mwanaume amefuga mwanaume mwingine. It doesn't. But a man, instinctively, he wants to take care of you as a woman, you being in your feminine. So the next thing is pure. What do I mean by pure? By pure, you're not evil. Like you can't, let me use Patience Ozoko. We all know her from movies. You can't be Patience Ozoko of your life and you're katikati ya man. You can't be plotting evil. You have to be pure. Another thing is trusting. Next week is it next week or the next video? Listen, the next video, yeah? We'll talk about ways, the secret number 1 of getting to live fascinating secrets of womanhood. Yeah? But first now, trusting. A man thrives when we trust him. You could know a particular thing more than him, but if you show distrust, if you distrust him, it'll let a resentment. So you need to learn how to be trusting. You chose to enter that kingdom. You entered that kingdom. You have to trust him to lead you. You have to trust him to take care of you. You have to trust him to make decisions. You have to trust him to guide. And this doesn't come to the big decisions. It comes even to the small decisions. Walking on the road, you have to trust him to lead you. It comes to the small things. You have to trust. I'm emphasizing that you have to trust him. You have entered his world. Another one, you have to be charming. Sometimes if your man, he's going through a hard time and he's not able to find the finer touch of life, he's not able to enjoy the finer touches of life that comes with femininity that we are supposed to nourish him, you're supposed to be charming. Like, I'm learning how to make my man happy. I'm learning how to crack jokes. I'm learning how to look for things that excite him. So even when he's not in touch with that, I'm able to nourish him. I'm able to be attractive to him. I'm able to make him feel good and to afford a laugh or two, yeah? So that he can continue thinking about what he needs to do. So another one, I already said childlike innocence, and emphasizing on the childlike innocence, you need to be a bit playful. You can be playful. Some relationship is not supposed to be like a business contract. Like mnakaa ni kama nyinyi wote ni maboss, mko serious. Like you need to be at least joyful. You need to be playful. You need to, I don't know. Yeah, works. Then my last quality is sympathy. Being sympathetic, that means you're able to be understanding in other people's misfortunes. As I said, the man's world is a rigid world. It's the survival for the fittest world, yeah? And you find that he needs you to be able to sympathize, not to scold him. He's gone, he's worked, he did not get something to bring home. Do not be there. You had to, you didn't, why didn't you? It's because you don't do. No. You need to sympathize with him. Tomorrow will be a better day. It's okay. Everything will be alright. I'm still here with you. Reassure him of your presence. Feel his pain. Feel his misfortunes. Understand his misfortunes. Only that will you be able to experience the full protectiveness of the masculine energy. Just a disclaimer. A woman can lack all these qualities and she decides to use her sexuality to attract a man. I need to emphasize, I'm talking about love. I'm not talking about sexual. Sexuality, a man can easily be attracted to a woman who is promiscuous, who lacks all these qualities. But he's not going to be able to love her. He won't love her. As we're talking about love. So you can have sex with a man all you want, all the styles you want, do everything for him, but he will still not choose you. And you wonder, like, you've called me all this time to come to your place. I have come, I have done everything you need. And even some people, you've taken even the emergency pills for him to try and please him, but he's not loving you. Am I not enough? That's because men are visual beings. They are attracted by what you see. By you tapping into your sexuality, you arouse lust. You don't arouse love. And as we're seeking to arouse love in our men, leaving you with a famous story. There is this building in India. I think it's that name is kind of difficult for me. Agra. It's called Agra in India. The building is Taj Mahal. It was built by this emperor for his wife, Mumtaz. She gave birth, she died during childbearing. And this guy took 20 years to build that thing. So it's become a museum for her, for his love, to show his love for her. We need to tap that. That is what our men have that capability to want to do that for us. A man who truly loves a woman, he goes beyond measure to want to do anything for her. So I need you to want your man to tap into his greatest potential in order to take care of you. I wish you good luck as you keep on building your healthy relationship, as you start your new relationship. I wish you good luck and God bless you. See you in my next video.